Remember the news that Netflix was willing to pay over 218 crores for Alpha to be released exclusively on digital? Aditya Chopra should have just accepted that offer because. Hey guys, welcome to Brivity. My name is Saurabh Kulkarni and today we are going to review Alpha starring Alia Bhatt Sharvari, Vag. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Anil Kapoor and Lord Bobby. Now, before I tell you why YRF should have accepted that Netflix offer, let me tell you something that I genuinely respect about this film. Yes, the film isn't perfect. It has its highs, but it also has its lows. It's a surface level, adventurous spy thriller, but to its credit, it sticks to its genre. It introduces characters and stays committed to their development. It establishes plots and actually focuses on it. No unnecessary songs, cringe comedies, or complete pointless romances are shoehorned in just to make the film more appealing towards the larger audiences. There are a few chuckles sprinkled here and there throughout the film, but they are just treated as that. They are not being turned into something more funny than they are by adding toing or kiki music. None of that. They are treated as those chuckles and then you move on. The film's goal is to tell a story about a family that has been dragged into this international spy espionage, which the film does very brilliantly. The action sequences are choreographed quite well, although I do think that they could have been better. Alia's character is portrayed as this ruthless killing machine, and the choreography supports that image very nicely. Trust me when I say this, there isn't a single frame that feels lazy or rushed. The locations are breathtaking. Since most of the film is shot in Kashmir, the cinematography makes full use of that landscape, and visually, it's one of the strongest entries in YRF's Spy Universe. Shiv Rawail has done a really good job with the kind of material that was provided to him. Considering the screenplay itself isn't particularly strong, he manages to keep the film engaging for most of its runtime. The action is staged quite well. The performances are extracted quite nicely from the talent, and the overall presentation feels polished. My complaints from the film don't really come from the visual team. It's more from the writing department, because visual team has done its job to the point. Like, if you want to watch this film, go for its visuals. Do not go for the story. You will be sorely disappointed. The editing is mostly solid as well. I have observed this one thing in the film, like, yes, there are most of the action sequences are choreographed quite well. Most of them are little slow. Is like, action should be fast, like it should be like quick moving. This one has like you can just see, like, those movements should be like quick, like boom. That should be the moment. The movements go, okay, this, that, boom. It should not be like that. Like, one punch and that man I should be crashing into that mirror at the back. But that does not happen. While the editing is certainly not distracting, it's something that should have been more sharper by the end of the film, considering the budget of this film. Talking about the music, the soundtrack is quite decent. It's not one of those albums people will be talking about for months or years to come. It does not have Besharam Rang from Pathan or Mashallah from Ek Tha Tiger or Ghungru Toot Gaye from War. That said, the songs themselves are filmed beautifully and look fantastic on screen. The background score, on the other hand, genuinely elevates the film's experience, especially the action sequences. It does exactly what a good background score should do, and it makes the action feel better and the emotional moments land a bit better. But it's YRF's Spy Universe, so of course I do have some complaints. Bollywood really needs to stop taking so much inspiration from just one Hollywood action film, which is Wonder Woman. Like, I'm sick and tired of Bollywood trying to copy. Just watching some people in Bollywood, like some artists trying to copy that film or the elements of that film. I'm not going to tell which element is just ripped off in this film, but I know it's a great film. I know it has some of the most amazing action sequences, and the music is amazing, everything. But let it be that way. Don't try to make something of your own. It's not like we don't have anything of our own. Try to create something original rather than rip off what's already there. Now, if the film is so great visually, then what stopped Alpha from becoming one of the best film in Spy Universe? The same problem that has plagued every Spy Universe film, a weak script. There is also a tiny screw Israel bit in the film, which if you are paying close attention, you will probably catch it. Look, the film's heart is in the right place. It wants to deliver a sleek action thriller, but we have all seen those before. It has high octane action, a surprise big star cameo, a big dance number, and a decent background score. But the story, the heart of the film, is simply too straightforward and predictable. There aren't enough twists or intelligent spy moments to make this film stand apart from the countless espionage thrillers we have watched quite recently. Now let's talk about something that disappointed me the most: the emotional payoff. Unfortunately, there really isn't one. It's maybe because nothing genuinely feels that it's at stake. You need to have this sense of vulnerability when you are making a film. If you want to care about the character, you want to make it feel vulnerable. Don't just introduce the character as like, कर लूंगा यार, मैं हो जाऊंगा यार, सह लूंगा यार मैं, I'll survive bro, my life my rules kind of. This, by the way, the alpha in this film is exactly how that saying sounds, like my life my rules. And फिर मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि she is not an alpha, she is an alpha, and they make sure that it's shoved down your fucking throat that she is an alpha. But I'll give you an example of Superman. I care about Superman is because I know Superman stands for something that is greater good, and to top that, Superman is also vulnerable. Over here, vulnerability is almost next to non-existent. It does not exist. It's not in the pages of YRF Spy Universe. It's like, I don't see vulnerability anywhere. That's the issue with most of the Bollywood films that I have, is that they are so focused on showing the character powerful and like, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं ना, एकदम मतलब कुछ भी, throw anything at me मैं कर लूंगा, that eventually वो जो केयर जो रहता है ना वो कैरेक्टर के लिए, वो चला जाता है, बिकॉज यू नो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे दिस थिंग इज गोइंग टू सर्वाइव. आई डोंट हैव टू ब्लो माई ब्रेन्स आउट टू मेक श्योर दैट टू बी वरीड अबाउट एनी ऑफ दीज पीपल. आई नो दैट दे आर गोइंग टू सर्वाइव बाय द एंड ऑफ द डे, एंड दैट्स ओके, दैट्स कूल. सो I just had a very hard time connecting to any of these characters, to be very honest, especially the ones that are involved in this film. Except for Anil Kapoor's character, he's surprisingly good in this film. Like, of course, he's doing the same thing that he has done before, but I really liked his character. I didn't walk into the film expecting to like Anil Kapoor's character in the film more than anybody else's. Just because your protagonist can beat up 20 people doesn't automatically make them a great spy. And Aditya Chopra, it doesn't really make your film a good spy thriller film either. See, the spy thriller should be built on intelligence. It should be built upon deception, conspiracies, manipulation, strategy. The action the action is just one element of a spy thriller, okay? But making that one element the entire personality of your film is what this film does, and it really does not work in the favor of the film. Aditya Chopra really needs to learn this before he greenlits another film in this quote-unquote spy universe. I don't know why they call it a spy universe. It's not really a spy universe anyways. It's more like Assassin's Universe. They should change the name from spy. And Alpha is absolutely not a spy movie. It's an assassin movie with a hint of spy in it. It is no spy movie. I can assure you of this, that it is not a spy movie. It has hints of spy in it. हाँ, मतलब वो बोलते हैं ना, वो थोड़ा सा हल्दी गिर गया उसमें, बस थोड़ा सा स्पाई का हल्दी गिर गया, बाकी कुछ ही वो स्पाई वाई नहीं है इस फिल्म में. नो वन इज स्पाइंग ऑन anyone in this film. Does Alpha connect to the bigger universe, the bigger spy universe? Yes, it does. And that is film's biggest highlight. There is this major shared universe fight sequence that I genuinely enjoyed. The choreography, camera work, the overall execution are fantastic. Could it have been better? Absolutely yes, 100%. But it's still somehow one of the most strongest elements of the film. Also, the runtime is around 2.5 hours, and it's quite justifiable given the fact that there are two characters in this film, three actually if you consider Bobby, which people have no idea about. Okay, that they even existed in this spy universe. You have to introduce these characters with proper introduction, which it takes its good time to set up. I just hope it had more masala in it. It lacks that. It lacks masala, and it relies way too much on the emotional aspect of the film, which is a good thing. I'm not saying it's having emotional connection or showing the emotional state of the characters is a bad thing. It's just that I want to, if I walk into an action film, I want to watch some amazing action. I don't want to know about your daddy issues for 2 hours 30 minutes. What Alpha struggles at is its writing. The storytelling is really lame. Like, you cannot expect someone to, like, the budget of this film is almost 80 crores, if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. Such film at 80 crores really doesn't make, like, do you know how much property you can buy in 80 crores? Like, you can fucking buy a building or something and just rent it, and you will earn more money from it by instead of making this movie. Sorry. See, Alpha is a film that excels at presentation but struggles at storytelling. If you're walking into the theater expecting stylish action, polished visuals, and strong performances, you will probably have a good time. But if you're expecting a smart espionage thriller with memorable writing, this film doesn't hit quite that mark. Overall, Alpha is an above average entertainer that is supported by strong performances, gorgeous visuals, and decent action choreography. Does it try to level up the YRF Spy Universe? Absolutely. It does. Honestly, it tries very hard. Does it succeed? Partially. But it will be compared to other espionage thrillers from the same franchise and with the other ones. Like, for example, Dhurandhar, or even the Charlize Theron's the film. Even she had this assassin's spy film. Man, this movie is such a missed opportunity. They could have done so much more. Like, the source material is just lying around you, man. Just fucking grab it. Anyways, so does the film succeed? Partially. Will it be compared to its predecessors, like the films that came before this film in the Spy Universe? Heavily it's going to be. The comparison is not going to be fair, to be very honest. I think YRF now needs to invest just as much in scripting and storytelling aspect rather than just visuals. I think that is going to help them a lot, because see, the budget is not the problem. अगर करना हो तो कम बजट पे भी बहुत सारी अच्छी चीजें हो सकती है. Look at Obsession. Okay. Even Sayyara was not like a big budget film for them. I mean, of course, this film has action and everything, sure. But even action films, Bhavesh Joshi, such a great action film. It was not that expensive film to make. Yes, it was, of course, a crores of investment is expensive. But compared to this film has a budget of almost 80 to, I don't know, 120 or 50 crores. You can make at least 2 good films with a decent cast. And this film does not have a big massive cast. It does not. It has Alia, Sharvari, Anil Kapoor, and Lord Bobby. So I don't know why this film is so expensive to make. Anyway, so considering this experience, I'm going to rate this film a solid 6 on the scale of 1 to 10. You know, I wish I could give it 8 or 9, but it's not that good. But the only reason I gave them 6 just for the sake of trying that hard, because you can see that they are trying. The efforts don't pay off at all. But 6, I was gonna give them 5 actually, but I'm gonna give them 6. 1 point for trying. So that's it. That was my review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, make sure that you hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, subscribe if you haven't for more such videos, and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon to keep up with the upcoming updates. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day ahead.